all in the kitchen, why did she keep asking me if I'd lost this wallet with $50 in it?
My mom, the eternal Girl Scout.
You were very quiet on the way over.
You gave me a lot to think about.
Oh, come on, you had to see it coming.
I just didn't expect
Your daughter is a very good player, Sophia. She must have picked it up from you, huh?
How do you know I'm a good bowler?
Because you were so good at bocce ball. Remember we played together once?
Oh, yeah, after the grape harvest. Boy, that was a nice afternoon.
roofing nail, have a flat head.
Well, you were actually paying attention.
Look, Lucas, no offense, but hardware doesn't sound terribly romantic. So when you come by tomorrow, why don't you tell Blanche that you took me to hear the Emerson String Quartet?
I love it. Do you think they might buy that afterwards we frolicked in the...
On the plane and phoned it back in, and that became the cheesecake scene. Is that
cheesecake scene?
The first cheesecake scene, which is the same scene that we went and did at the Royal Variety Performance when we went over to London.
I did write a scene on a plane. I don't know if it was cheesecake though.
No, it was the mirror.
Yeah, but it was all around.
I think he's been very unfair. We really ought to all stop going, and he'd have no sculpture.
It would serve him right.
Yes, it would. Well, all right then, girls. Let's make a pact. None of us will go back. And we'll seal it by both of you giving me your keys, and I'll keep all three of them safe in my hope chest.
Yeah, and how do we know that you and your hope chest won't?
Oh, ladies, listen. As long as we're not going to die after all, I suggest everything we said tonight won't go any further than the three of us.
Well, back in the Scouts, we used to make it official by pricking our fingers with a penknife and taking a blood oath. What do you say, girls?
Shut up, Rose.
I'm glad everything's back to normal.
Honey, what you looking for?
Nothing.
Now, Sophia, tell me the truth.
Is there something wrong?
No.
Whatever gave you that idea?
As long as there's nothing bothering you. Would you like us to defrost a loin of pork so you could scoop up the sauce?
Hello. This is Rose Nyland. What? I'm one of the winners of the Publishers Clearinghouse? Ed McMahon wants to see me right away? I should leave my Burt Reynolds ticket on the dresser before I
go. Ribs, great. Why don't you just kick the dentures out of my mouth?
Lappin' peed on me. I guess old habits die hard.
Listen, why don't I go back with Dorothy and then you can stop by the house when you're finished?
You're a terrific lady, Rose Nyland.
Thank you.
So how come you're not wearing the terrific lady button I got for you?
Oh, sorry.
Even more sophisticated, Rose. His name is Donald Parker Everett. He's the new curator at the museum.
Oh, Blanche. Honey, it's not a good idea to go out with someone you work with.
Oh, come on, Dorothy. I've heard you talk about Ted, the track coach, how sexy and virile he is.
Just talk. I wouldn't dream of going after him.
Even if she did, he'd easily outrun her.
That buys stories about politicians who sleep with sleazy broads. Don't worry, it's not about you.
Brought back lovely memories, but I'm not the same woman you walked out on 2 years ago. I mean, my whole life has changed, and quite frankly, I like the way it is. The fact that I'm on my own now,
God, Dorothy, are you saying you won't take me back?
Well, we could never have things the way we used to have, Stan. Cheesecake?
For an emergency.
What kind of emergency? Nuclear war?
Depression. Oh, you'll never guess what I found.
Judge Crater.
Cookies and cream ice cream, my favorite.
Oh, wait a minute. We're eating dessert. We can't start with dessert. If we're going to have dessert, we better have something to begin with.
Pleasure to my life.
Where would they read that will, Blanche? The Astrodome?
Or maybe I just do something like, to my sister Virginia, I hereby bequeath my diamond brooch, my collection of Wedgwood china, and all my stock in AT&T.
You have stock in AT&T?
I don't have any...
I don't know.
Oh, honey, please, we're really sorry.
Well, I might forgive you, but I can't speak for Baby.
Is there something we can do to smooth things over?
Well, a kiss on the...
Hi. Tell me, how'd the class go?
Oh, not so bad, really, although it was harder than I'd expected. But I'm sure that in time I'll be able to master the technique and absorb the subtleties.
She stunk. But the teacher said I was a natural.
1934, I was thinking, boy, am I blessed to have such a precious 2-year-old in my life.
Oh, look! Here's one of us on a bicycle built for two.
I'll never forget that spring day in 1940. I was thinking...
Ma, you're making this up!
Of course I am. How the hell should I remember? Dorothy, what are you doing?
Watching Amazing Discoveries. Look at that. The thing just shucks the corn off the cob. Just shucks it off.
Sophia.
You still alive?
Sophia, please. Joey's alone in the bridal suite. The bride is who knows where, and the band doesn't even know Valari. You've got to do something about the curse, Sophia.
Oh, so now you believe.
I guess you can't get away from...
Hello, everybody. Is there somewhere we could be alone?
Well, can't it wait till after dinner?
No.
All right, I'm flexible. But of course you know that already.
No. I want to ask you something now.
Just rest.
Rest? I could be history in 20 minutes. I got some things I have to tell you. The key to my safe deposit box, it's in my underwear drawer.
Ma,
Don't
please.
interrupt. Don't let your Aunt Renata come to the services. It's my death. She'll make it her moment.
Ma, look.
Dorothy, you were always my favorite. I want you to know...
Rose, I want to help, but first you have to tell me what the problem is.
Oh, Rose, honey, you have nothing to worry about. We wouldn't let you do something you'd regret.
That's what I was going to say, I swear.
You're such good friends.
You hear that, Dorothy?
You're trying too hard.
These are the after pictures of satisfied customers. I was thinking about having my breasts done like hers.
All right, Blanche, but do you think black really suits you?
Here you go, sweetheart. Dorothy, have you ever heard of something called dirty dancing?
Well, of course, Blanche.
Girls, don't you just love our hotel?
Oh, it's so much nicer than those big chains. How did you find it, Blanche?
Well, it was in our price range, and it was near the beach, and it had the most men hanging out in the lobby.
I think we better go. We don't want to keep Bert waiting.
Wait a minute now.
I don't know.
Oh, honey, please. We're really sorry.
Well, I might forgive you, but I can't speak for Baby.
Is there something we can do to smooth things over?
Well, a kiss on the...
Our icebreaker, I can teach you right now. Oh, once you learn this, any man is putty in your hand.
Oh, Blanche, come on, that is ridiculous. I mean, I'm certainly not going to waste my time listening to this adolescent nonsense. Did you say putty?
Sit back. Now just play like we're at the movies.
God, Ma, you didn't tell me he was in a clown suit.
Oh, yeah. Dang, how could you?
Sophia called me at rehearsal. I'll change. I just wanted to make sure you were all right. Is counsel for the demonstrators present? Here, Your Honor.
Oh, God.
I'm a away from being a potato.
Yeah, well, I gotta get up early tomorrow. I need to get to sleep, Dorothy.
Yeah, you're wearing your toupee to bed. That means one of two things. Either there's a woman in your bed or Suzanne Summers is on The Tonight Show.
Would you get to your point, Dorothy?
I didn't come here to see you. I came here to talk to her. And she can stay here until we find her a place.
Well, that sounds wonderful. I mean, if nobody minds.
Mind? Why should we mind? Dorothy, could I see you in the living room for a moment? Are you out of your mind?
What?
A dozen plum tomatoes and one moron to do all the work for you. St. Patrick, my backup pair can take a lot more punishment.
Well, you made a complete fool of yourself.
Oh, yeah, we'll just wait and see who gets the part.
Could I have everyone's attention, please? We had to make a few very difficult choices, but remember, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart.
We were just hypothesizing. If you were to invite any two people, living or dead, to dinner, who would they be?
Well, Lillian picked Winston Churchill and Browning without his wife.
Rose, whom would you pick?
Regularly bring home a paycheck and support yourself.
Okay, wait a minute. What's this all about?
Michael, you are 30 years old. I want you to find your own place, cook your own food, and take responsibility for your life.
But Ma, that takes money.
That's where the job comes in. I know. I'm sorry, honey. I'm just scared.
Well, it's understandable.
No, it's surprising. You know, when I was married to Stan, there were moments when I'd look at my life and think, oh, my God, what if I lost him? Well, I guess you can't just turn your back on 38 years of living because part of me feels that way right now. And
Popcorn at the movies.
You know, I always wanted mink. I thought it would make me look elegant and impressive.
We didn't have mink in Sicily. You wanted to impress someone, you shot their brother.
Oh, Blanche, you must be feeling better.
Better!
Unattractive.
Yes.
Worn out.
Yes.
Useless.
What's your point, Swim?
My point is, well, I was just hoping that maybe you're tired of people like Floyd who don't appreciate you. And maybe you're...
Beef jerky, marshmallows.
Pizza. Yeah, with artichoke hearts and shiitake mushrooms.
Yeah! Girls, would you be terribly disappointed if I took the troop down the block for some pizza?
No!
All right, everybody, in an orderly fashion, let's head for the station wagon. Now, that's not the way to get it.
Stop. So what are you going to say?
I don't know. I just want to say a few words to give the man some dignity and show him a little respect.
Ready?
To run with the bulls in Pamplona? Ma, could I please see you in the kitchen?
Hurry back, Mama Bear. Papa Bear gets lonely without you.
I think things are going very nicely.
Oh, a foot doctor. Why don't we all sit down? Not there.
Oh, well, a podiatrist. Well, that's a very fascinating profession. Tell me, Dennis, approximately how many feet do you see in a week?
Have to do to get rid of them.
The next step is to ascertain the condition of your exterior. For this, I need to perform a cursory inspection of your subterranean substructure.
You mean crawl under the house?
Anybody can make it sound stupid.
Poor man, how does he face himself every day, knowing his life is devoted to killing?
And I've lost one of my best friends.
Oh, come on, Rose. You haven't lost one of your best friends.
Sure I have. It's too painful to talk to Blanche. So I figure she can be my landlord, but we'll stop being friends.
Oh, now, Rose, that's not what you really want. Honey, you're sacrificing something very important to you over a mistake that was made years ago.
That she just got up on the wrong side of a cold, lonely, empty bed.
a good-looking lady like her sleeps alone, I'm shocked.
You're letting a man with taste like that remodel our garage?
What kills me is he's got us over a barrel.
I remember the last... I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how much longer I'll be able to pay the rent. I can't live here anymore.
Now, I won't hear any more of this. You will call Enrique Moss and you will get that job at the pet store that you deserve. And you will stay here with us as long as we can afford it.
No, she's right, Rose. You have to fight this.
You know, every...
Do that.
Yes, I do. I've just been in dry dock. I'm back now. I'm suited up, Coach. Put me back in the game.
Okay, but you have to listen to everything I say. When I say jump, you say on who?
Churches, and then a separate Protestant heaven with people and cows and horses, and then a Jewish heaven with libraries and furriers. You're starting to annoy me. You shouldn't annoy a sick person. Oh, Sophia, I'm sorry.
More tolerant of each other, we can work things out.
In your case, there's really no point. You are totally incompatible.
What?
You are incompatible. You seem to bring out the worst traits in each other. I'm surprised that you were able to live together this long without killing each other.
But, Dr. Ashley, we...
Oh, pussycat, you better get some sleep. The big fight's tomorrow.
Words that have echoed from mother to daughter since time began.
Okay, so I don't turn a phrase like Harriet Nelson. You still better get some sleep.
I can't, Ma. I'm too nervous.
About the money?
No, Ma.
They're $150 a month.
Little problem. Rose, how could you get our hopes up like that? I mean, who has an extra $150 a month?
I do.
What?
I do. We'll use that bonus check I got at work.
Blanche,
Don't try and talk me out of it. I'm beginning to like her. Me too.
You're going to have a lot of fun together.
Oh, Dorothy, nobody can replace you.
Dorothy, I can't believe it. You're going to walk down that aisle and you won't be home tonight.
Oh, I'm going to miss you.
Water Lily, you've never done anything like this in your life. Now, this is important. For the love of Mother Earth and the love of Mother Nature, commit yourself to this, Blanche Devereaux. Isn't that exciting?
Caught a rerun of Flipper on cable, did you?
A particularly touching one.
Can I fix you a drink?
No, thanks. Is something wrong with your leg?
Nothing you can't fix, Doctor Man.
I think it's fine.
I know I look square, but I'm like my father's tractor. I take...
Sophia, listen, how about this one? Elderly white male with broken hip seeks elderly white female. I am into massages, bran muffins, and the book Final Exit. Please respond quickly or I'll do it.
Oh, stop. So what are you going to say?
I don't know. I just want to say a few words to give the man some dignity and show him a little respect.
Ready?
To run with the bulls in Pamplona?
Yes, besides, we're going to the Mortimer Club.
What's the big deal about the Mortimer Club anyway?
Rose, the wealthiest men in Florida go there. And it's always been my experience that wealthy men make the best lovers.
Is that true?
No. But if you tell them that, sometimes they'll take you to the mall and let you use their credit card for 45 minutes.
Sophia, how did you do? Great. Easily a personal best.
Oh, tell us what happened.
It was electric. The starter fired his pistol into the air, and like a shot, I left half my competition in the dust.
Oh, you were that fast?
No, it was the over 80 category. Most of them dropped from fright.
Incredible blue eyes I had ever seen. Those are the things you inherited from her. And when I looked into those eyes, they told me it was not time to go off chasing rainbows. It was time to make a life for the two of us. And I never regretted that decision, because I knew that someday...
Success, it could give me a shot at becoming Kendall Nesbitt's new assistant.
Who's Kendall Nesbitt?
Oh, he's the museum's director of acquisitions. If I got this job, it would mean going to Europe with him to look for rare paintings and antiques.
Well, if he has an eye for antiques, you should be a shoo-in.
Oh, well, I've done a little matchmaking.
Blanche, not again.
Yes, again. Now, you are 45 years old. You've been single almost 2 years. Well, both Dorothy and I know how much fun the single life is. Many's the night Dorothy has sat here alone in this room watching me go out on dates.
I'm being dramatic, you moron. I mean, I spit at the name Dorothy. I have no daughter. I have no spit.
Honey, can't you go to the eye doctor tomorrow?
Please, I can hardly see...
Today, cash, of course.
Dorothy, I need a fresh eye. Does this look any good to you?
It's great.
You didn't even look at it. I bet you can't even tell me what it is.
Well, of course I can, Rose. What the hell is it, Rose?
I cannot believe her father could be so mean.
Not half as mean as his dog, Samson. Did I ever tell you what that dog did to my friend Ida Silverman?
No, what?
He ate her. Gobbled her up without a trace, support hose and all.
Well, Ida's daughter told me she moved to Fort Lauderdale.
Well, we're meeting Holly. Didn't she mention it to you?
No. I suppose you'll say it's just a silly mix-up. Well, I'm not falling for that again. I'm not going.
Fine, Rose, fine. But I do think it's time that you realize that Holly is a terrific person and would not do anything to hurt you. Oh, I am so excited. I can't believe I'm going to see Trudy again after all these years.
Oh, I'm excited for you too, Dorothy. That's why I want everything perfect. I'm making Scandinavia's oldest and most traditional appetizer treat. Cheese.
Sound, and I assure you, she was happy.
Daddy, I have never been happier in my entire life.
Oh, I'm so glad. I was worried how you're going to react.
Daddy, you know nobody can ever replace Mama in my heart. But the important thing is stab me right in the back.
Oh, come on, Blanche. Did you really expect us to turn Laszlo down? You said yourself it was a chance to become immortalized in a classic work of art.
Horsepucky. You went for the same reason Rose went, to get your hands on my man.
Please, he hardly ever remembers to lift up the toilet lid.
Fine, we'll stop looking for a place today. Come on, Max.
She's pretty uptight. I'm gonna have fun teasing her tonight.
Why don't we just start dinner?
Oh, good. What are we having?
Short rib. Stan asked me to marry him.
And
I accepted.
Oh, I don't know what to say.
Well, I sure as hell do group hug. Oh, honey. Oh, Dorothy. The ring.
Oh, Dorothy, it's beautiful. Oh, are those
It turned up 3 days later.
Where'd you turn up, Dorothy? Late with the missing link tonight?
Ma, I told you I am not seeing Stan anymore. I remember the tears that man caused me, the hatred I felt, and I don't need that grief again.
Good, because I worry about you. You're still my little girl, you know, no matter how big you get.
Oh, thanks, Ma.
I remember a wedding reception early in June when the most beautiful bride I'd ever seen danced with her equally handsome father.
You were there?
The song was Tennessee Waltz, and you asked the band to play it twice so you could dance with your dad as long as possible. I stood in the back with the cake.
Try 10 days without a bowel movement sometime.
someone she knows. It makes it a lot easier sharing a history together. It helps knowing each other's idiosyncrasies. I don't think Stan and I would ever have gotten together had I known that his entire family smells their fingers all day after they eat chicken.
I have 49 more of them. We're rich. You're half right. Blanche, you just paid $50 for those. You should split them.
Split them? Are you kidding? Don't be crazy. I paid for these fair and square. You said yourself all deals are final.
Charlie would want me to have them.
George.
Make a lot of pizza as a kid?
No, my favorite uncle, Uncle Gunter, used to sprinkle Parmesan cheese on his hair.
Why would he do that?
He said it was the perfect compliment to the croutons he taped to his eyebrows. He had a Caesar.
Your first date ever?
That's right. I've never been with a woman. Well, not in the biblical sense. Whoops, there I go again. You can take the boy out of the seminary.
Let me get this straight.
Please call the operator, Dr. Grant.
Wait a minute. What do you mean she's going into surgery? I talked to her last night. She was fine.
This is why we keep people here for observation.
When can we see Rose?
Are you related to her?
No, we're her friends.
I'm sorry, she's in pre-op, and only her family can see her now. Now, we have contacted her daughter, and Mrs. Nyland will be going into surgery.
Coke.
Arnie wants me to go away with him on a cruise to the Bahamas.
Oh, and you're upset because he wants you to pay your own way?
I'm going around. Cranky. Would it be ever anything else? Try Dodge. Oh, come on, girl. Now let's put on a happy face. We'll get better much faster. My cousin Dennis was a perfect example of that. When he was 16 years old, he caught his sideburns in the hay baler.
And I want to know, will ya?
I think he's going to ask her out again.
Dorothy.
The New World?
Hey, anybody can say Baltimore. There's an author telling these stories.
Sorry.
Where was I?
Departing for the New World.
Oh, right. Anyway, the price of steerage turns out to be 900,000 lira. Or approximately $1.25. Oh, it's making me crazy.
I give up.
Look at me.
What?
You're getting a cold.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Tomorrow you'll have a cold.
What is this, the cut?
Listen, you be a good boy. Don't chase. Always remember, cats are people, too. I'm gonna miss you, Jake.
Hey, Blanche, I didn't see you. Listen.
Ernie, could you freshen my drink, please?
Oh, sure, Blanche. Look.
And put some extra ice cubes in it this time. Dorothy hates me. Oh, Blanche, that's not true.
Oh, yes, it is. And I hate her right back double. Now get me some cream.
Morning, Dorothy. Blanche and I were just having some coffee. Would you care to join us?
Frankly, Rose, I would rather use Willie Nelson.
Cars, they're unreliable.
Blanche drives a Buick.
So I'm from Sicily. To me, a Buick is a foreign car.
Oh, but I haven't told you my wonderful news. My mother-in-law died.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm not.
If you don't mind now, I'd like to write that one down.
Won't you sit down?
I'd like to ask you about your next-door neighbors, the McDowells.
They're not who you think they are.
You mean we invited the wrong people to dinner?
In a manner of speaking,
You see, your next-door neighbor...
Over with.
Well, since you put it that way, but only as a personal favor to you, honey. Well, I guess I better go get dressed.
Thank you, Blanche. Can you believe that backstabbing slut?
And after lots of hard work and long hours, 10 years later, I own the company. And now I own a lot of companies with branches all over the world. And the amazing thing is, the work is just as exciting to me now as it was the day I started. How about some champagne?
Rose, hi, how did shopping go?
Great! Great, it was great! Really great. Best shopping ever. Of course, on the other hand, she is off on a romantic cruise, so maybe he'll fall in love with her and she'll come home happy. I'm a dead woman. Oh, Angelo.
Sweet.
Rebecca, I've held my tongue for 2 solid weeks, but I cannot any longer. Now, I am your mother, and I cannot let you go out that door without asking you why. Of all the men on God's green earth, have you decided to marry that lump of nothing out there?
Enrique.
Rose, do my eyes look honest enough? You see, the lady hesitates. More around the eyes. Make me crank-eyed.
Enrique, since I've been working here, I can't move my head anymore. My back hurts, I can't sleep, I have trouble digesting.
Confided in each other. If I betrayed that trust, she'd never forgive me. I'd never forgive myself.
Well, then I think you should talk to her as soon as she gets back.
Well, I think you're right. I do need to try and straighten this out. I don't know what to say to her.
I used to know a girl like that in Sicily. She slept with every Tom, Dick, and Vito in our village. A new production assistant. Could I apply for that job? I'm a big fan of yours and I respect your work. I know I'd be terrific.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you're just not the right type. The job requires someone with great energy and drive, and quite frankly, someone of your advanced age.
Wait a minute. Regularly bring home a paycheck and support yourself.
Okay, wait a minute. What's this all about?
Michael, you are 30 years old. I want you to find your own place, cook your own food, and take responsibility for your life.
But Ma, that takes money.
That's where the job comes in.
Besides, I believe there's no return clause on fighters. Unless you're Robin Givens.
Ma, this isn't making any sense.
It's all legit. I checked it out.
Well, look, if you don't mind, we're going to make a few phone calls of our own in the morning to try to find out what this is all about. I mean, the whole thing is ridiculous.
Fine.
Well, we'll see. Honey, the pageant is just a few days away. You can go to that circus any old time. How many years can you enter the Little Miss contest?
Evidently 23.
At least my mother voted for me. And do whatever Lars wanted. And Lars agreed, and it worked. I mean, it always works, so won't you give it a try, Blanche, please?
All right, I will, but not right now. I'm late for my date. Dorothy, I'm just going to grab those earrings. I'll see y'all later.
Oh, I better go see if I can help her.
Rose, listen, I'm going to ask a question that I know I'm...
So I was hoping you could help me get comfortable on camera so I'll be ready when he gives me my assignment. You know, Rose, that's not a bad idea. This will be the camera. And let me see interview Dorothy. Oh, no.
Sophia, now just relax. We're just going over our lines for The Sound of Music.
Oh, thank God.
Whoop, it is really coming down.
What's coming down?
The Liberace.
Which reminds me, Rose, your rent check is late.
Hello. Yes, she is. It's for you, Leona.
Who is it?
Your father.
Big Daddy? Is that you, Big Daddy? Hello, darling. How are you? Oh, I'm Virginia. You knew I was dating him. Then I had to go to the country to visit Aunt Augusta. When I got back, I had Poison Ivy and you had Tom. I loved that boy. I wanted to marry him. We were serious.
You only had 2 dates with him?
I was fast.
I swear, I didn't think that you liked him at...
Mind it, that it is none of my business. Besides, she's only known him a short time. I'm sure she'll come to her senses before very long.
Oh, Ma, you don't have to help with the dishes.
I had her come in here. I couldn't listen to that anymore.
You mean Jeremy's rude remarks?
I need Rebecca talking about marrying that jerk. I think the thing that really turned her around was when I told her that when it comes to men, I'm just a lot of talk. Embellishment's one of the oldest traditions in the South. Tall tales and tall drinks. I don't really sleep around near as much as I say I do.
Is that true, Blanche?
Maybe it is.
Are we home yet?
My, oh my, oh my. Just look at all the other places to be.
I mean, it is amazing, isn't it? How, with a few carefully chosen words, a poet can convey the immediacy of a specific...
Congratulations, you're our 1 millionth customer, and winner of an all-expense-paid trip to Mardi Gras!
Blanche, where have you been?
Come on now. I mean, he also said that there are things that you can do that might bring back some of what you've lost. I mean, we could talk about the good old days, reminisce with old friends. Honey, you have to look on the bright side.
I've had a lifetime of bright sides. I'll just have to learn to do without them.
Oh, damn it. I hate...
It was an awful thing to see. Hey, hearing it is no walk in the park. Mr. Snuffles never did get over his feeling of alienation. He grew fat and despondent. The last report we had on him, he stowed away in a truck to Chicago and tearfully surrendered himself to the Oscar Mayer people.
Why, no wonder they call you the big me and the bug lady.
Do you believe the mob out there?
Where's Marvin?
Who?
Your lawyer, Marvin Mitchelson. Where is he?
No, I'm not using Marvin on this case.
He's a brilliant lawyer. Listen, Stanley, we need help here.
You know, last night, after Marvin got us bailed out, I went...
Why? They didn't believe in anesthesia back then. They had a nurse hold a pillow over your face, so the other patients couldn't hear your screams. You ought to pay extra for that. Sicily, love it or leave it.
Visiting...
Better be off. Good night, Blanche.
Good night, Jerry.
Sophia, you know, it's been a long time since we've had a talk.
Very good reason for that. I hate talking to you.
What a great sense of humor. What would you say if I told you I have come up with a great
new world? Imagine it, Al. We go rocketing up and down and turn and turn and turn, then or we could just walk around and get our picture taken with Goofy. Blanche, I thought you were in bed.
Oh, I couldn't sleep. It must be from living with old people. I've been going through my diaries. Just listen to this. March 3rd, 1967.
Is going to be filled with nothing but joy and laughter.
Thank you, Sophia.
Don't thank me, thank the Miami Herald. It's your horoscope.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning.
I hope you don't mind, Doctor. These are my friends.
Not at all.
I remember my mother making me practice the tuba 3 hours a day. 7 days a week for 10 years. Oh, I hated it. But it finally paid off.
I didn't know you played the tuba.
Oh, I don't. No, I gave it up. But I can blow 32 pounds of air into a tire in less than a minute. Once I understood that that's what you were supposed to do. It wasn't some colossal joke, you know. I mean, didn't you think it was a ridiculous thing to do the first time?
No. Well, I certainly didn't.
Oh, good, you're home for the Festival of the Dancing Virgins. The sauce is almost ready.
Yeah, I'm not staying for dinner tonight. There's a meeting at Mensa. That's the organization for people with high IQs like mine.
You know, in St. Olaf we had a chapter of Mensa. And across the room was Girlsa.
Gave them.
Years ago, Max and I, Salvador, were business partners.
They already know, Ma.
Oh, that's what I figured. I got my heel caught in the carpet.
Sophia, she was your best friend. Are you sure you don't want to go to her funeral?
Of course I want to go, but I swore a Sicilian oath I would never cast my eyes on Max Weinstock again. And nothing you... It's like you didn't hear a word I said! See, would take you out on holidays?
That wasn't my dream.
Oh, yeah, right. That was my life.
Ma, please, for the 100th time, Shady Pines was a beautiful retirement village.
Sure, sure. And Attica's known for its top-notch tennis facilities.
David, clean up this mess and then go to bed.
And why don't you clean up the mess yourself? I mean, what's the big deal? We were just having some fun. You know that those happen to be my friends you just threw out? You know, this really stinks. Well, what am I supposed to do for the next 2 weeks? Just sit around and listen to your arteries?
She's not sick and she's not pregnant.
So Thanksgiving already?
Dennis dumped me.
Oh, sugar, I'm so sorry. Gee, I wish there was something I could say to make you feel better. Would it help if I told you I always hated him?
Oh, Daddy. I know how much it hurts, darling. But you know, I've been rejected many times. And so...
Stick and fake, everybody pretending to be something they're not. Why can't people just be themselves? Cindy Lou Peoples? Tommy Lunt?
Excuse me. Simply cannot go on eating like that at your age. You can't eat like that at any age.
But she didn't have a heart attack. You're absolutely sure?
I've got a portable EKG machine in the car. I'll double check, of course. But it doesn't seem like a heart attack. She's got classic gallbladder symptoms. A tenderness in the upper right quadrant, a slight...
Drink, you don't gamble, you don't dance. My God, what are you, a priest?
Yes.
So, where are you guys from? I think I detected an accent.
What does it matter? Life is just one bottomless pit of muck and despair.
Well, I'm off. If you need something to keep you occupied tonight, Rose, why don't you take out a good book and see if you can find Waldo?
I've never liked her. Your mouth is watering now, Blanche. Keep listening.
Herb, I'm aware of how important it is to make a good impression in court. Tell me, what do you think would move the jury more? I don't know why you want that man. He's treated you like dirt. And even that I could overlook if he had a good body.
Look, Blanche, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but my mind is made up. I love Stanley, I want to be with him, and I am very sorry about Catherine.
What on earth is suddenly so what?
How about a big lunch?
My God, you're Mr. Burt Reynolds.
I hope so, otherwise I got the wrong underwear on. He's the roommate you told me about?
Yeah.
Which one's a slut?
Psychiatrist means psych, for psycho.
It does not.
She's right.
I'm not staying. No, I'm not crazy, but he's going to think I'm crazy, because why else would I be here? So I'm not staying. I'm leaving. No, take your hands off me. Don't touch me. You cannot make me. No, I'm not. Don't you in there and talk to a perfect stranger who thinks I'm crazy and reveal the entire...
Sheriff, I'm afraid there's been some kind of a mistake. This woman's my mother.
But I have a telex here that says that...
I don't care what it says on that paper. She's my mother. And we're just on our way home together. So if you'll kindly excuse us, we have a bus to catch. Come on, Mama.
Because there was so much pain, I didn't think it would ever go away. But it did. And it will again. We get through it. We go on. When it comes right down to it, what other choice do we have? It could have been a lot worse. I could have missed these last 3 years. Dorothy, you're...
He committed suicide? In a manner of speaking, he'd have died whether he'd been here or not. I'm so glad. Not that he's dead. I know. I just had to tell you, you had nothing to do with it. Thank you. And if he had to die...
I laughed too hard. I had a little accident.
I guess we do have a strange way of showing our affection. Oh, Mom, glad to see you've cheered up, but why are you walking down memory lane all of a sudden?
It's just that I may not see you for a while.
Oh, Angelo, actually, we've all been deceitful, too. Stanley and I are divorced. I hope you're not disappointed.
No, I'm thrilled. I never liked him. He's a yacht.
I want you to meet my husband, Jack.
You didn't tell me you had such a handsome husband.
Didn't tell you he was rich either.
Oh, that's my Trudy. Oh, you haven't lost your sense of humor or those pesky 10 pounds.
Mrs. Petrillo, is that you? No, it's Jane Fonda.
Mrs. Doolittle is cold. Mommy, Mrs. Doolittle. Yes, Ma.
Cut that crap, I'm not in the mood. Oh, girls, could I please share your electric blanket?
No.
Oh, come on, I can't sleep. My bed's never been so cold. Especially to you, not to me. I'm the one who's been working there for 5 years. I'm the one who's been wearing low-cut blouses and picking up pencils off the floor. I'm the one he always gropes at the annual Christmas party.
And they picked Sandra Day O'Connor over you?
Well, I'm not taking this sitting down, Dorothy.
Gerald, to continue seeing you.
Allow me. Mother, this is where it stops.
See what happens? You put sugar in his tea, didn't you?
It is not the sugar, Mother, it's you.
Mama's boy, huh?
This is my life. I'm a grown man, and I am going to love the woman I want to love, whether she meets with your approval or not.
Oh, and you certainly do have a pretty place here.
Oh, yeah, who wouldn't love it?
Well, bye-bye, Rose.
Bye.
Hello.
Front door.
Hello, front door. Did two...
Wow, what a surprise, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time in history, we have a posthumous winner, Agnes Bradshaw. It's a fence. She's dead. Watch.
I waited up for you until 2 in the morning, and you still weren't home.
Oh, yeah, Gertie and I and some of the girls went to Wolfie's to pick up guys.
I called Wolfie's at 11. You weren't there.
Guess who got lucky?
Oh, who knows when she'll be home.
Checkout time is usually noon.
You know, Blanche has been without a date for weeks. I know that because all the pictures on my wall are straight.
Hey, it's never easy.
Oh, I don't think so. You see, I've bowled with Blanche before. Maybe this isn't the best time to mention it, but when the chips are down, Blanche chokes. Now just wait on. Eat chalk, Nyland.
You go get 'em, Blanche.
Magic words.
Ladies and gentlemen, My name is Rose Nyland, and I'm responsible for what's happened here tonight. Because of a silly, childish dream, I let you all down. I had this crazy idea that I had a special connection to a...
Betray her own sister. We have a big fight, she denies everything, and we never speak again.
But Sophia, honey, that was 30 years ago. Isn't it time to forgive and forget?
Forget I do plenty, I never forgive. But Angela's your sister. If she wants to talk to me, she knows where to find me.
I hate. Well, that's like for girls.
Yeah, well, we can renegotiate. I'll do the vacuuming if you like learn English. I'll fix you something to eat.
All right, now, attention, everyone.
His nose is dissolved, but it's definitely Fred Flintstone.
They're my vitamins.
Rose, I'm sorry I didn't trust you.
Oh, don't apologize.
But I misjudged you, Rose.
No, you didn't. Here are my pills. I took one last night.
But, Rose, you got...
Accidentally bit Brunhilde. Poor little guy just stood there, watching his mother deflate before his very eyes. He was never the same after that. Oh, sure, once in a while he'd at the back tires of a parked car. But for the most part, he just kind of kept till he died.
Get out of here.
It's true. Charlie was the only lover I ever had, and my first time was on our wedding night.
Get out of here.
Oh, back off, Blanche. Not all of us are classified by the Navy as a friendly port. Blanche, I'm 55 and Rose has 6 brothers.
Oh, I'm talking about the bowling alley. I mean down the bowling.
I want them to know that we're sneaking in all this extra practice.
Oh, right.
Morning.
Morning.
Well, you two are up kind of early.
But not as early as you two. But then again, you need...
We had a terrific time. I really like Holly.
Holly, that has to be one of the funniest stories I've heard in ages.
Doesn't Rose ever tell St. Olaf stories?
All the time.
Hello, Blanche.
Hi, darling.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, Dorothy.
Oh, you're beautiful.
Oh, Pussycat, look at you. But to tell you the truth,
It's a scary story, Rose.
well, why don't they call me? I want to get this over and go home.
Rose, come here, honey. Come here, we need to talk.
What, Blanche?
Well, this is the kind of thing I tend to keep to myself, but I want you to know. I got tested, too, so I know what you're going through.
And stable Mabel here'll blow my head off. There's a man in your bed.
Sophia, there's not.
Why, you devil, you.
So that was what we heard, Rose.
Rose got
Everyone.
Morning.
I'll make some breakfast.
You know, it's such a shame. You two stuck here and your 40th anniversary stuck with us.
40th anniversary?
Sure. Today's the 25th, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, I guess it is.
I remember when my parents celebrated their 40th anniversary. They did the cutest.
Thank God, get back to your own beds.
Hey, everybody. Well, what are you doing? I've been tinkering with the heater, trying to get it to work.
Oh, Rose, you're a genius.
Boy, that's a sentence you don't hear every day.
She's working great now, except for one little thing. I turned the air conditioner on instead of the heater, and
It's okay, I didn't want my salad anyway.
I'm sorry.
Sucret?
Oh, no, thank you. I'm still sucking on a Smith Brothers. Well, good evening. Something must have happened to the tractor, because there he was. This lone little mayonnaise jar, dragging this giant tuna up the hill and past the reviewing stand. I don't think I've ever been prouder in my life. Elmer Fudd was chasing Bugs, and he stuck his gun down a hole in the ground that Bugs had painted.
Excuse me, Rose Blanche. Could I see the rule book? Thank you.
What say we call it a night?
Morning to help with this fundraiser.
That's what being a Sunshine Cadet is all about.
I know, and I so admire your motto, spread it around.
That's sunshine, Blanche. Spread sunshine around.
Whatever. Daisy, Mrs. Nyland put some things out on her bed before she left.
3 hours? Reading, writing, and rooster inseminating?
No, we just teach the first 2 R's.
Fine. But you're going to be sending people out into the world who don't know you can get a nasty rooster bite if you don't warm your hands up first.
Girl.
Wanted to thank me for the work that I've been doing on the Hotchkiss project.
Oh, that's lovely. Just lovely.
Especially since there wasn't all that much work involved.
Ma, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing with the sherry?
Don't worry. I'm not going to drink it. I was just going to hide it from the dog.
He knows Phil like a book.
No charge.
Jimmy, I just want to make sure that you're okay. Do I have to play hardball? David Dellinger. And you still didn't get the part.
All right, Dorothy, I'm ready. Now tell me your bad news.
My mother is leaving. She's going to move in with my sister Gloria.
Oh, you're kidding.
Sophia can't. Months. Well, nobody could believe their eyes. Olga Fetchik had turned into a stunning beauty. Every man in town wanted her, and she ended up marrying St. Olaf's most handsome and eligible bachelor, dance instructor Adolf Stepp. The two of them moved back to Norway.
Oh, we might as well get used to the fact that she's going to be mad at us for a long, long time.
Hi, girls. How y'all doing?
Hi, Blanche, aren't you mad?
Not anymore.
Well, we did a terrible thing. You should stay mad at us for a long, long time.
So, what are you doing here? You've seen everybody, nobody found anything wrong with you, and between their workups and mine, there are no more tests to run.
Yeah, but I know
Look,
how
Mrs. Warner, your main complaint is you're tired. I get tired, too. It's called getting old.
Dr. Budd, that's not what this is. She'll be thrilled to see you, too. Yeah, she's standing right here. Hold on.
Dorothy, you were magnificent.
Oh, you certainly were. How did you do it?
I just kept telling myself that once he was here, he'd be close enough to kill.
My husband passed away a few years ago.
Oh, I see.
What did you want George for?
I'm selling encyclopedias, and his name was at the top of my list of leads. I hope I haven't bothered you, and I'm truly sorry about your husband.
Oh, now that is really odd. I mean, if he's...
Chop, St. Olaf's leading shepherd and notary, came to speak. Oh, it was so moving when he talked about his solitary existence with the sheep. No human contact for months at a time. Oh, just building a special relationship with God's simple...
Together. Maybe with a VA loan, we get a nice little house in the country with a dog, a cat, a station wagon.
Aren't you talking like it's 1945? These aren't the best years of your life. These are the last years of your... See you, Slugger?
darling. Run.
That's ridiculous to call off your wedding because of a silly little argument. What did Ramon do?
He slept with my best friend.
We're gonna eat chicken for the rest of our lives.
Oh, Priscilla, I'm so sorry.
Listen, be grateful he got it out of his system before the marriage.
You do this to yourself. You take everyone for granted.
Thank you, Dorothy. Well, so far nothing seems out of place. Look at this exercise.
Virginia, you knew I was dating him. Then I had to go to the country to visit Aunt Augusta. When I got back, I had Poison Ivy and you had Tom. I loved that boy. I wanted to marry him. We were serious.
You only had 2 dates with him?
I was fast.
I swear, I didn't think that you liked him at... Dorothy, you got a cough drop?
No.
A hot candy?
No.
A Tic Tac?
Does it say Kmart on the back of my nightgown?
You are not going to believe what happened. Those Nielsen twins are back together. What? Lars Lindquist, the man they were fighting over, he's dead. Found slumped over a desk at his Volvo dealership. When the girls found out about it, they decided to forgive each other. Now they're back together in the tournament.
अगं दिसतेच पुनवेची चांदणी जशी तूच रंभा अप्सरा तूच उर्वशी दिसतेच पुनवेची चांदणी जशी तूच रंभा अप्सरा तूच उर्वशी करू नको जीवाची दैना माझ्या मिठीत का ग तू येईना मैना ग मैना ग मैना या रागूची तूच हाय मैना
मैना रे मैना रे मैना नाही होणार तुझी मी मैना
मैना ग मैना ग मैना कधी होणार रागूची मैना
मैना रे मैना रे मैना नाही होणार तुझी मी मैना
गुलाब फुला पाहून तुला काळीज हे धडधडत या पिंजरा तोडून वायात उडून पाखरू हे फडफडत या
माझी नशिनी आता झाल्यात बिना तुझंच प्रेम नडतया गावठी नखरा शिक सतरा साऱ्यांचं घोडा अडकया
तुझ्या वाचून जीव माझा राहिना मला समजून का ग तू घेईना
मैना रे मैना रे मैना नाही होणार तुझी मी मैना
मैना ग मैना ग मैना या रागूची तूच हाय मैना
मैना रे मैना रे मैना नाही होणार तुझी मी मैना
रातभर जागून भागणी लागून येडा पिसा झालो बेभान तुझ्या गालाची खडी ग गुलाब कडी ही फिरतीच उठवी तुफान
मन लागे रे झाला ध्यानात आलं मोरलाच नजरेचा भान मी तुझी लैला तू माझा मजनू गाऊया फिरवाचं गाणं
माझ्या दिलासा करीन आईना त्यात राणी तू सुंदर हैना
मैना रे मैना रे मैना आता झाले मी तुझीच मैना
ग मैना ग मैना ग मैना या रागूची झालीस